Hi, welcome to Tarheel One-on-One. My name is Shelby,
I'm Kiwi.
and we're both grad students on the softball team here. Kiwi, we're so excited to have you. Can't wait to chat today.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here.
Kiwi, tell me about yourself. Like, you're from California. Why did you choose Carolina? How did you stumble upon Carolina?
Oh gosh. Okay, yes, from California. I live like right outside of Sacramento, but my travel team only played in SoCal. Like there's not heavy competition in Northern California. And at the time, the staff here at Carolina, one of the staff members was from California. So she would go home every summer and recruit while visiting family. And she just happened to see me. I'd always kept Carolina on my like contact list, but it was more like it's never going to happen. I was looking into like Ivy League schools. So I was like, they have good academics and it would be really cool to go there, but I don't think it'll ever work out. And then it just happened to work. So then, yeah, I got here. I am old, so I was before the recruiting change, like rule change. So I came on a visit my sophomore year of high school, and it was just me and my mom. And I just remember feeling very at home and like very connected to the community. It just kind of felt right. And so then I think I committed like 3 days after my visit. Like that was it.
Wow.
I was like, yep, that works. And now here we are, 6 years later.
So clearly you like it here.
Yeah, you can't get rid of me. Everybody jokes when I see them, like in Loudy. I know all of the staff now, like everybody, and they're just like, Kiwi, we can't get rid of you. I'm like, I'm stuck. Last season, I was looking, before I decided to come back, I was looking for jobs, and I just like kept looking for jobs on campus because I was like, well, if I don't have to leave, then like I can just stay, right? So, but this is it. So hopefully. Hopefully something works for me. Yeah, so here I am.
What do you think your biggest like shock was coming from California to Carolina?
Oh gosh. I think for me it was like how outwardly nice people are. Like California, like people are nice, but like they're going to go out of their, like when they're nice, it's kind of few and far between. Like people don't really go out of their way to help or like just because niceties, but like here it's like the southern wave that does not exist at home. I remember my brother, he'll drive around when he comes, like he just wants to always drive, and he's like, I've perfected my wave like while driving.
Remember like being young and passing someone on the road and I'm like, "Oh, Dad, who was that?" Because you just waved at him and he was like, "I don't know. You just wave at each other. Like, what are you
No.
talking about?" So that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I could only tell you one of my, like I live in a court at home. I could tell you like one neighbor's name. And that's it. And like we live right next to each other, but here it's like, oh yeah, so and so, or like I used to, where I lived before I just moved, like they called it the Mill Cult. Like they're like little crew on the street and they knew everybody, and the guy down the road farms the land for them and stuff, and I'm like, no, like I know Tim across the street because he watches my mom's dog sometimes, and like that's it. Like we don't, okay, like this is normal.
Okay, so that's fair. I know also talking to like some of our teammates from up north, like the stereotypical like nice southern person, like have you ever felt like like it's fake?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm always like, oh, Southern charm. Like my grandma was very set on like, you have to marry a nice Southern boy. And I'm like, no, it's fake. Like it's a fraud. It's not like, it's not a real thing. Like, and so you have to like, but there's some people you see through it and some people you know that they're genuinely being nice. And so I have to like, I remember kind of like trying to figure out like, okay, are they actually being nice to me, or is this like, this is just like, that's what they think they're supposed to do. But I think that's when I first got here, I felt like it was fake. Like I was like, you can't be this nice all the time. But more often than not, people are. But yeah.
So being here 6 years, do you still think it's like sometimes fake or like a majority of the time fake? It just depends on the person.
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Like the more I get to know people, the more I start to realize like, okay, like this is not, you're not. And, like especially like like you'll see people interacting with a group and I'm like, that is not what you were saying. Like, that's, and I think you
Yeah.
start to, like, pick up on that, but you have to, like, get to know the person.
Yeah.
But when I first got here, it was like, everyone's a fraud. But that's not. It's not anymore. But, like, and then when I go home, I remember the first few times I went home, people were like, who are you? Because I was, like, nicer. And they're like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, no, like, it's like, this is just me. And they're like, no,
this
that's
isn't
not.
the same.
Yeah. So but now I've been here for so long, I go home and, like, people that I see all the time are used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it
That's
took
so
me a
funny.
while. Yeah. And then, like, people's accents. Like, some people who have thicker accents. I remember my freshman year talking to people's parents, and I was like, I have no idea what you're saying.
That's so
Like,
funny.
certain
Yeah.
people, I'd look at them and, like, and I'd, like, look at their daughter, like, can you please help? Like, what? I don't know what
translate,
your dad is
please?
telling me right now. But now when I go home, my family thinks I have a Southern accent because, like, I've picked up on people's stuff. So it takes me, like, the whole summer to get it out of my system, and then I come back, and then I stay. So it just never goes away. So,
That's
yeah.
funny. Yeah, I notice whenever I go home, my accent becomes thicker.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a thick Southern accent, but definitely when I'm around my family, I'll say a word and I'm like, whoa, that was Southern.
Yeah. I feel like yours isn't bad.
I think the most Southern word that I say is ol.
Yeah. I hate when they say oil, like, okay, but, like, say bowl
Bowl.
and oil.
Ol.
It's the same thing. Like, those are spelled completely different, and it's not. I remember being like, "Oh, I need to get my oil changed," and my freshman, they're like, "What?" My car, like the oil in my car. But I had one of our girls my freshman year said, like, oil and oil were different things, and I was like, "No, that's the same word. You're just."
No, it's definitely the same word.
Yeah.
But then, like, bowl, like, like something that
It's like
put,
it's hard for you to say.
No, it is. Like, you put cereal in a bowl, but then you bowl something.
No.
Yeah.
It's the same. It just sounds the same. But yeah, that one always gets me because I can't.
And then
Or like some people say orange instead of orange.
orange.
That one bothers me. It really gets me.
I don't say like the lot, brat, like that,
Yeah.
but
Reese is bad. She says
Yeah.
lot, like, and it's
lot,
like
brat. It's a
yeah.
very regional
Yeah.
thing for North Carolina.
Yeah, I go home and I'll just like talk normally, and they're like, "You sound like a little Southern girl." All my teammates are like, "I don't know what you want me to do." Like, this is all I'm around, and I'm the only Western person
Yeah.
left. Like, so there's no hope for me anymore.
The funniest thing to me is when like Nicole or Rachel last year would say coffee, and I'm like,
Rachel, one
what
time,
is coffee?
I was driving her on Franklin, and she's like on the phone with her parents, and she's like mad about something, but she's like yelling about coffee. I don't know, it was weird. And she's like, "I just want to get a coffee," and I was like, "What did you?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I try to hold it in as best I can. I'm so." I was like, "No, you don't have to be sorry. Like, it's okay." But it threw me. It's weird to me how y'all can kind of like turn it off and back on. Because, like, some people will turn like their accents, like they'll kind of like hide it. I don't.
Yeah, like depending on who you're talking to. Yeah.
Yeah. But at least I feel like I don't sound like Southern California, like Valley Girl. And I feel like that makes me feel better about myself.
See, I think if you did sound like a Valley girl or whatever that is, like I wouldn't know the difference. I just,
True.
yeah. I think very regional, like Southerners have their accent, and then Northerners have their accent, and then anybody else is just like, you just talk normal.
You just talk. Yeah. I swear I don't have an accent.
I don't think you do.
I just feel like I talk. Like, I don't have, like, we don't have like a twang. But people say that from California we like over enunciate letters in words.
That's fair.
I just feel like that's how you pronounce things.
Yeah, Southerners skip over that.
Yeah. Whatever works.
Okay, going back to younger Kiannah, how did you get into softball?
Our family was just a sport family. Like, my dad coached high school baseball, high school football. I was like 3 when he started coaching. But both my parents played. My dad played baseball, football. My mom played softball her whole life. And she was really good, but ended up having got married and had kids when she was 19, and so she didn't end up playing in college, but it just kind of was a thing. And my parents, when we were young, they never like forced us to do things. It was like, you have to do something that gets you out of the house. It doesn't have to be sports, but you have to do something. And so we just all tended to do sports. Like my older brother played baseball, and it just kind of worked out. I was like, okay, I'll try softball. When I started playing, I was too old for t-ball, and so we're already at like player pitch and stuff, and I'm like nervous, like I didn't really know, but like I was athletic, so it just kind of worked. And then my mom played, but I started off as a pitcher.
Oh.
Quickly stopped. I remember my mom being like, well, if you want to pitch, like you're gonna have to practice every day, and I was like, no thanks. Like at the time I was like, that's not what I'm not trying to do that. So I pitched until like it got competitive, and I was like, okay, I'm done. But my mom was a pitcher, so everyone in town, I lived in a really small town, and everyone was like, you're gonna be just like your mom, and I was like, that is too much pressure. No thanks. So I quit pitching. I was done. And then I played infield. I played shortstop all through high school. I only played outfield in travel ball, which was weird because in travel ball, I never took a ground ball. And then in high school ball, I never took a pop fly. So, like, the first 3 weekends of travel ball in the summer, I was horrible in the outfield because I hadn't seen a pop fly like that in months. And then, like, the first few months, like the first month of high school ball, I was terrible because my travel ball team, you didn't mix positions. Like, the outfielders hit ground balls to the infielders. Like, that was what we did because we were lefties and we were supposed to, like, work on placement and whatever. So I never took reps, and so I just kind of worked. And then I liked the outfield more. I didn't really like defense as much, though. So it was just like, if I'm going to play softball, I'm going to hit. And that's just what I was stuck on. I was like, I'm going to hit, and people are going to keep me in the lineup because I hit the ball, and that's going to be that. And, I mean, it's worked. I like defense more now, and, like, I appreciate the competitiveness of it, but I just like to hit. I don't really – it's not that I don't care about the rest, but if I had it my way, I would literally hit only all the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
It just worked.
See, I'm quite the opposite. I think I'd rather play defense all the time. Specifically at the start of last season. Yeah, we
were
really
just
rough.
talking about you the other day, and I was like, sometimes I felt like Shelby was like rage baiting me. Like I remember being like, it's okay, Shelby. Like I think we slumped at the same point at one time, and you came up to me and you were like, it's okay. Like I get it. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then all of a sudden, like, you have the most clutch hit of the weekend, and it's like, okay, Shelby. And then we're like, Shelby, what happened? But that's okay. Like, but I would never replace you on the field, so, like, it didn't make a difference. I was like, no, I'm not playing third base. I got asked one time my freshman year if I could play third base. It was Duke weekend. Mind you, this is the middle of the season. I haven't taken a ground ball. I was only an outfielder at this point. Like, I'm like, I don't take ground balls. I don't do that. And they're like trying to like get me an at bat, get in. They're like, what about third base? I was like, I will poop my pants. Like it's like if a ball gets hit to me, like I can't. And they were like, well, it's okay, just block it and throw it. No, I don't think you understand.
Yeah, sometimes last year I would just be like, if you can't hit, you got to play defense. So
and
if I got a ball hit at me, I'm like body it up somehow. Like it's gonna hit me in the body, it's gonna fall in front of me, and I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna throw it to first.
My body is not. It can't take more hits. It's done. I'm not taking no more hits. I'm not touching the wall. I'm not none of it. No, I'm not doing it no more.
Honestly, some of the balls that were hit at me, I'm like, oh, look what I just found. Throw.
And you could tell. An infielder would like look at their glove for a second. I'm like, throw the ball, throw it. But more power to you. I needed to roll and bounce like 9 times.
You got to analyze.
The one hopper line drives.
Oh, those are tough.
Holding my breath.
Especially if it's wet grass or something, and then it just like skids. Or turf.
Turf. When we played at Campbell, I dove for a ball thinking it was like gonna hop right into all the way to the fence, and I was like, oh. Man.
It's like if it goes high in the air, then it's going to bounce over you. But if it's
we had
low,
never touched a turf field the whole season. I can't do it. I was like down to play outfield this past year, but then also I was like, if I don't have to run, like, and that's kind of where I'm at now. Like, if I don't have to run, y'all go ahead. Like, if I don't have to slide, I'm good. I'm good to go.
So like base running for infield is your most favorite part ever,
Oh
right?
my God. I hate it. When we look on the practice plan, it says bunt defense. I'm mad. If it says if it says first and thirds, I'm pissed. Like I can't. Whenever it says, but then the other outfitters are like, no, we love it because we get to practice like situational base running. And I'm like, no, I run home to second, second to home. Like I'm not a back and forth. Like no, I can't do it. So
Yeah, you're used to that, like first or home to second
Yeah.
deal, like those doubles.
yeah, my mom at one point last year, she was like, I think you could have pushed a triple on this one. Why would I do that?
No, I'm happy with the double, Mom.
I'd have to slide. Like, I mean, you get it, 5th year. Like,
Oh,
that my
yeah.
6th year, I'm like, any chance I get to, like, rotate in. If I don't have to slide, I don't have to. No, I'm good. I love when there's 2 people at my position. Like, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dove at practice the other day for the first time since our last game, and I was like, oh my God. I thought every bone in my body shattered. Like, I was like, Mercedes.
And she never makes us slide.
No.
For the first group, she's like, make sure you're slide. Oh, you missed it.
Yeah.
They did bunting the other day, and she's like, make sure you're sliding at second.
So that's.
I was like, oh no. When the next group came out, I was like, just so you guys know, you have to slide.
slide.
They're like, what is this, conditioning? I think so. I think so.
Honestly, like when we see bunt reactions as an infield, we're like, no, please, no.
For me, it's cuts and relays. That's when I'm like, yeah, I can't imagine. Well, this is your last year, so how do you feel? Last one, you get your senior day, you get all of that. Are you excited?
It's bittersweet. I think like I'm excited to see what the future holds for me and like what post grad life is like, but also like I'm falling back in love with the sport that for some years like I didn't love it. My first 2 years of college were really hard with like injuries, just like the mental state of it. So it's like bittersweet for it to be the last time. And like I love our teammates, I love our coaching staff, I love Carolina. So seeing like all of that come to an end is really sad.
I mean, I feel like we could see it. Like I love watching you play. I love watching people play who like play with like so much respect and like care for the game. And I feel like you do that well. I mean, when we talk like your slumps and like clutch hits and stuff, but like you are like the epitome of someone who like plays it the right way. And I think I really appreciate that. But I mean, then it shows like our senior weekend, our senior weekend, it was supposed to be mine. I changed plans on everybody, but like you come through with the walk-off win and it's like, you hit that ball and I was like, that's out. I think the moment you got in the box, I was like, yeah, we're good. Like Shelby's going to win it. Like we're fine. So like, how did that feel? Like, what were you thinking, I think, is my thing. Because I know those moments. I had those moments at different points in the season. And, like, trying to, like, balance your nerves at that time is hard.
I think, like, stepping in the box, like, at the beginning of that inning or, like, that half inning, I thought to myself, like, somebody's going to, like, walk this game off. Like, it's not going to be, like, a scratch and claw fight. Like, someone's going to do it, and it's just going to be, like, one hit ball game. And so I was up that inning, and I was like, oh.
So someone's got to do it.
So someone's got to do it. So I, like, stepped in the box, and I was like, you know what, you haven't had the best weekend. Like, it was kind of at that point in the season to where I was, like, starting to see the ball a little bit better, starting to make better contact. Like, it was looking uphill for me.
Yeah.
And so I remember, like, stepping in the box, like, you know what, just get on base. Like, put the ball in the outfield. Put yourself in a position that our slappers coming up can move you over. So I got in the box. I was like, you know what, see ball, hit ball. It just whatever happens, happens. And yeah, just get on base.
Yeah.
And then I made contact, and I was like, oh, that kind of felt good. And then I start running around the bases, and like I see the ball keep going, and I'm like, oh. And then it went over, and then the confetti went off, and
The confetti. Oh.
The confetti that game.
That weekend, I was so embarrassed to be picking up confetti. But no, that was like elite. I think I was thinking the same thing. Like with it being senior weekend and the way like we were kind of like the series was tied, we were like, okay, this isn't gonna be a blowout. No one's gonna Like, we're not walking all over them. They're not going to do it to us.
Yeah.
So, I felt the same way. I mean, I think what's nice about the way Coach Smith, like, coaches us and, like, walks us through the season is, like, it's easy to be like, okay, just get on base. Like, just touch the ball and you're good. Like, and that was my thing all season. I don't know about you, but I was like, just touch it. Like, if I'm put it in play, someone else is going to run, like, people on base in front of me. Like, if Sanaa was on base in front of me, I was like, thank goodness. All I have to do, like, I hit a dribbler to second base one time. She scores. I'm like, all right, that's not
an
how
RBI.
yeah. And so I think that's what's nice about Coach Smith and, like, being able to just be like, okay, like, I'm going to do it. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day what I do because someone else is going to pick it up.
I feel like our team is so, like, process driven too. Doesn't matter about the results. Stats don't really matter at all. It's just like, get in there, get your job done. Like, you know what you have to do and, like, go do it. And as long as you do have that quality at bat, like, everyone, when you come in the dugout, is, like, cheering for you. Like, you get surrounded by high fives. So it's, like, really cool to see that, like, nobody cares about, like, the outcome. It's just, like, what you did for the team.
No, I agree. And I think I remember telling Coach Smith in my exit meeting last season, I was like, I'm really excited to be able to have Shelby, like, come back this year. And, like, the two of us will be the oldest ones. And, like, we've both been here. And I think both of us are really bought in on what Coach Smith teaches and preaches. And so it makes it easy to, like, kind of lead and, like, be the grandmas of the team and, like, lead them in that way and make sure that we have so many new people, so many young people, like, be able to get them on track. So, like, when I finally go, like, you know, we can kind of feel like you're leaving it in good hands. So I'm excited.
Totally. I think having, like, both of us have been in everyone's shoes, like, hurt, healthy, not playing, starting.
Don't know what you're going to,
pinch hit, like, every single, like, position possible. So having, like, those older people that can guide the younger ones to it is super fun to have.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, should be a good season.
I can't wait. I'm itching.
So
I'm like 6 weeks of slow. I'm itching. It's going to be good. I'm excited. I think we have a really good group too, like a talented group.
Well, Kiwi, it's been great chatting with you. I'm so excited to see where our season goes and for this to be the last year together.
I know. Last one, best one.
Welcome back. I'm here with volleyball legend.
I'm Maddie May. Hi, guys.
We're so happy to have you. Can't wait to chat.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
How did you get into volleyball? Like, tell me your story behind that.
I tried a little bit of everything when I was young. I was always, like, drawn to sports. My parents didn't, like, force me into it or anything. That's just kind of how it was. My dad was a big athlete, so I was always doing stuff with him. And I was an only child until I was 16, so it was just, like, me and my parents, like, having a ball. So I did gymnastics, soccer. I wanted to be an Olympic gymnast. Like, Gabby Douglas was above my, she was like my headboard, like, as a fat head sticker in my room. Like, I wanted to be an Olympic gymnast so bad. But then I was
tall for that.
Yep, very much so. So didn't do that. I did dance even after I started playing volleyball. I did track, tried tennis a little bit. And then when I was 9, I started playing rec volleyball, which is like you're free balling every ball over the net. Like, the first ball, like, half the girls can't get their serve over. Like, we're underhand serving. And then I really liked it. I liked the girls. And so I decided to go, like, take it a little bit more seriously and start playing for the travel club nearby, which was ECJVC at the time. I got pretty good. I started out as a middle, which is literally the opposite of my position now as a libero, like the polar opposite. So my first year I was a middle, and then I was a pin hitter and outside until I was 15 in travel. And when I was 14, I moved to triangle because around a little bit earlier than that time, but I had to kind of wrestle with it for a while. Like, I knew I wanted to play D1 if I could, and I just needed to get out. ECJVC is a great club, and I have a lot of connections there still. I love them, but it just wasn't big enough at the time for me to reach the goals that I wanted to reach. So I ended up deciding to commute like 3 times a week to come here. It's called Triangle Volleyball Club. It's in Morrisville. And so, and I became a libero when I was my 16th club year. That got cut short. because of COVID. So we literally only played like 4 tournaments, and that was like peak recruiting. So it's like the way that things happen, like honestly, just like a miracle that I was able to get film out there, and like especially with this just the recent position switch, like coaches even wanted to give me a call, so that was cool. And then literally the rest of that, they just gave you the whole story, but the rest is history after that. But yeah.
That's so cool. So how do you think like COVID affected your like high school recruiting side of things?
High school specifically, COVID was a great year for us. We won the state championship that year.
Oh, congrats.
So that was fun. Obviously wearing masks and all that fun stuff. But recruiting wise, like I said, I don't even know how it didn't end up like affecting really my journey in recruiting, because it literally, we stopped in March or April, and then recruiting started in June. And so like there was a whole period where like we weren't playing competitive games, we weren't going to tournaments and stuff. So it was literally just like getting practice film and like a couple tournaments that we had played that year. And like I said, I had switched positions, so it's not like I had all this film. But for UNC specifically, obviously Mike was very familiar because he'd gotten to come to some high school games and probably see more than other coaches had in the recruiting process, and Coach Segula at the time, because he was the head coach when I got recruited. So yeah.
Got you. So was Carolina always like a dream school of yours?
No, not at all. I absolutely love it now, but I wanted to get out of state for one thing. Like I had always, my family and I are super close, but I just wanted to experience something else. I've been in North Carolina my whole life. And so that was every other school I was talking to literally was out of state. And probably shouldn't be saying this here, but I did get asked a question about it last night, so I feel safe about it at media. I was a Duke fan growing up my entire life. So when I committed to UNC, like when I say Duke fan, like it was unhealthy, okay? We were like diehard. This comes from my dad. And he still will only cheer for volleyball at Carolina, but he is a diehard Carolina volleyball fan. But when I committed to come here, everyone who knew us was like, "What?
What's wrong with
Yeah, what's going on?" And then my decision to want to stay closer to home came because my mom ended up being pregnant when I was going through the recruiting process with my one and only little sister. She's 5 now. So.
Oh, that's so fun. I actually have a very similar story.
Really?
To that. My mom and my sister were Carolina fans, and me and my dad, being daddy's little girl, were Duke fans growing up. So
Wow. It's okay.
it's a safe space now that I know.
I feel better now.
Yeah, so whenever I went to Virginia, I obviously had to become a Virginia fan. But then coming into the portal, I was like, well, I don't really know where I want to end up. And I knew I wanted to come back in state. So when Carolina opened up, my mom was like, well, you were a Duke fan before this, right? And I was like, yeah, but that was so like 3 years ago. What are you talking about? So yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my parents tried to get me to talk. No, they didn't try to get me to talk to Duke. Duke was interested. My dad was like, "Oh, that would be so cool." I talked to them once in the conversation. I was just like, "No, I'm not interested." And we were all like, kind of sad about it. Like we were kind of sad that I wasn't interested because it was like, "Oh, that would have been so cool, like to go to like the school that my dad has like loved forever and ever." But it just wasn't the right fit. So.
And it always happens like that.
Literally always.
Yeah. Me about like if you were to play another sport, what sport would you play and why?
That's
Other
a
than
really good
gymnastics,
question.
because you wanted to be an Olympic gymnast.
Yeah, honestly, now it would not absolutely would not be gymnastics. I love, like, I'm a sports girl. Like I'm, so I could probably give a lot of different answers for this, but I would probably do pickleball now. Honestly, like I would love that. I love playing now, but if I could get into like the professional track, that would be like super fun, especially because like I think the best girl pickleball player in the world is like 17 or 18, like crazy stuff. So yeah, I want to see what an individual sport would be like. Like another answer of mine would be tennis. We're also really big tennis fans in my house. I love team sports, love the camaraderie of it, but like there's also a big part of me that like I enjoy thinking through things individually and really like dissecting my game. So I think that would be something fun to experience in another life.
Yeah.
An individual sport.
Love that.
Yeah.
Are y'all as a team like huge pickleballers?
We're not. We are trying. We talk the talk. We do not walk the walk. Like our coaches are like, yeah, we love pickleball. We should go play pickleball. And we've probably been saying that for like 2 years. And I think we've done one time like a team outing of pickleball. But to be fair, it would probably end really ugly. Like we're too competitive. like genuinely, we are such a competitive group. This is the most competitive team that I've had in like my entire 4 years here, as like a whole. So it probably just wouldn't end well. So it's probably a blessing in disguise.
That's so funny. Our team is also very similar to that. Like,
Really?
we have so many competitive individuals, but they love pickleball. I feel like that's like their bonding moment. Like Sanaa, she will rent out a pickleball court like months in advance.
Really?
So that she knows like if I want to go this day, like it's an option.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's so funny.
I love
Like
it.
they all have individual paddles, and I know someone has like a pickleball bag that's like for their paddles that's customized, and I'm like, y'all are insane for that. We had a practice actually one day. So our coaches call we have grab bag practices.
Okay.
So it's like a day that she's like, you know what, y'all have been working hard. Like, let's go have fun for a practice. So we'll draw something out of a bag. And one day we had pickleball as our practice. So we have like Ramesses, that's what we call them on the team. So we were partnered with our Ramesses, and we had a pickleball tournament.
That's
and
so fun.
we
Did you
got
win?
so into now. That was the first time that I've ever played pickleball,
Oh, yeah.
and the last time. I was so bad at it. I didn't understand the rules because I'm like, if the ball lands on your side of the court, that should be a point for me. It shouldn't be that I get the ball now and now I can score points. That just doesn't make sense.
That's funny.
So I was like, I don't like this sport. No.
You gotta try it again. You gotta try it again in like a non-competitive setting. It's really fun.
Yeah, and it was for like TPS points too, which you don't know what that is, but we're broken up into TPS teams, and like the winner got points for their team. So
Okay.
it was like there was stuff on the line. Like you wanted to win, obviously. I mean, we're all competitive here, but yeah, there were some arguments.
But yeah,
Yeah.
totally fair. Get a group of athletes together playing a different sport than their own
Yes,
sport. Somehow it's more
yes.
competitive. It doesn't
Absolutely.
even make sense. but
Yeah, and it's like, where is this competition on the court or
Right.
on the field?
Right. Yeah. No, I feel you.
So you're in the middle of season right now. Like, tell me about like some superstitions or like rituals if you have any.
I am not a big superstitious girl, honestly. Julia Bollinger braids my hair every game. I do 2 Dutch braids and a ponytail. And it's not even like a superstition. It's just like what works for my hair. Like I just don't want to try anything different because for my first like 2 years here, I just did like a rat's tail. Like I did not give a care in the world about what I looked like. And now like this is funny to say because like 2 years doesn't make that big a difference. But like now I'm more into social media, maybe more than I was in my early years. So I'm like, let me like care a little bit about what I look like. So like now I wear a little bit of makeup more than like nothing at all. But yeah, so she does my hair before every game. And then if we are away, only if we're away, there's 2 videos. There's a pastor named Stephen Furtick. He has like these 2, it's literally just like hype videos that I listen to, and I put them on like full blast in my headphones. Because when we're home, I don't do that when we're home because we have dances that we do as a team, like in the locker room, to like get warm before our warm up. So we do the biker shuffle. We have like there's y'all can edit this out if you need to, but it's called booty hopscotch. I think that's the name of the song, and like we all do dances, like it's like the dance circle kind of vibe. And then there's another one we do that's like right, left, right, left, right. It's a really annoying little voice, and she sounds like a little chipmunk who's doing it, and she does it over and over and over again, but it gets like progressively faster, and it's really fun. So yeah, I would say that's like team superstition with the dancing and stuff, and we've done, but that's more like tradition. We've done that for years and years and years and years. So my only maybe superstition would be the hair, and then like the away game hype videos, probably.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm also not a superstitious person,
Okay.
but I feel like if I do bad with a hairstyle, I try not to wear that one again.
Does that get messed up with the batting helmet? Like the slick back?
So you
Or no?
have to place it in the right spot because your helmet will ruin it. But
Okay.
if you put it in the right spot, like it doesn't push it down, so then the bottom doesn't get all ratty. But I do love a messy braid, so like I'll braid it
Okay.
loose intentionally so that it becomes messier over the game. It's weird, I know, but I did do bubbles in my hair, but then I noticed that my hair was like breaking because of all of the bubbles that we use, like 4 to 5 games in a week, like your hair gets really messed up. So I stopped doing that and now I just do a braid. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really have any like superstitions either though.
Yeah, I'm with you. Some people are like, I have to put like left sock, left knee pad, right knee pad, shoe. And I'm like, just give me the gear and I'll put it
Yep.
on. Like, depending on the day, however I want to put it on. Yeah.
So pregame, do you have a favorite like pregame meal?
We, sorry. Anyway, we have brand wines before every game, but every home game.
Okay.
So it's usually, it depends on what game. Like sometimes it's either salmon or grilled chicken. They have both like every time, but sometimes I'll do salmon, sometimes I'll do grilled chicken. I've been on a grilled chicken kick recently because they've been cutting it, and for some reason that makes it a lot more appealing to me. I don't know why, and like the little cubes than like a whole chicken breast or chicken thigh, whatever. And pasta, rolls, fruit, green beans, potatoes. Yeah, I think that's it. A salad. I think I have it memorized. So we do that for home games, and then it's very similar spread for like away games, but just like it's catered in from somewhere. My favorite out of all of those, honestly, I've never, aside from possibly Texas Roadhouse, only because of their butter, I've never had better rolls in my life than from Brandwines. Genuinely,
Really?
like ever. It is. If it's possible for a roll to melt in your mouth, like that's what happens. It's so good. And obviously I don't eat a lot of them before the game. I usually only have one. Like I control myself, but if I could, I would. Like if I could, I would fill myself up on those things. They are so good.
We've never had the like lunch spread or whatever you would
They
call
do
that,
everything. Like
but that's
everything.
their breakfast buffet to die for.
So
Like
good.
chocolate chip pancakes. I don't know if y'all get those,
Mm-hmm.
but those are the best chocolate chip pancakes I think I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
so sad they're not on like the menu at
I know.
the restaurant.
I know. I go into the restaurant and I'm like, what is this? It's like 5 things on the menu, which are all great. But I'm like, y'all haven't even seen the best of brand wines. Like, seriously. But no, we have had the chocolate chip pancakes. They're really good. I also love the chocolate milk. I don't know if they've ever
No,
done
we've
that,
never
but
gotten the chocolate
it's
milk.
really good.
Tell me about like your sideline like cheers chants. Like I know whenever y'all get an ace, like you have like a little celebration. Like do y'all have a planning practice with that or
Okay, we should, because I am one of the ones who doesn't know all of them because I'm only on the bench for like half a rotation, and usually that's very short, so I'm just drinking water and trying to recover for whatever I need. I know some of them though, so I can outline a few of them. So for the ace, we chest bump, like we find someone to chest bump.
Okay.
If they hit it out, we do O-U-T, O-U-T out, O-U-T, O-U-T out, and then we spell O-U-T out. One of my roommates is Erin Curtis, and she like knows these front to bottom and like invents them. There was one time we did, I don't know if this has remained consistent, but one time Lauren was like acting like a drill sergeant, and she like had us all get on the ground and we did push-ups. Like that was something. Oh gosh, I really feel badly that I don't know all of these, but so yes, we need
Too
to
locked
do
in.
what I'm too locked in, but also we need to do a practice so that we learn them all, because I know that some of the new girls, like who this is their first year, feel the same way. So I need to learn them, all of them, but those are a few.
Is there one person that typically like is a creative brain behind all of them?
Erin, yeah, I mean she is like the best at like spearheading that, and like she's creative, she's loud, she's really great at getting everybody hype on the bench. Like last year, her and Carson and Marissa kind of all tag teamed on it. So now that they both graduated, she has taken that yoke upon herself.
Do you guys have anything that you do before practice, like before a game, like anything special?
Yeah. Games, I've already told you about the dancing. And then practice, there's 2 things I think that are maybe more unique is we journal, this is a new thing of this year. We journal before and after every practice, which is fun. The coaches write a prompt and then we do that. Just kind of get ourselves focused. And then we do this thing called connecting before we'll go through the practice plan. They'll say the first drill, and then they're like, all right, connect and go. And we go through and we high five and say the name or say something of the person that you're high fiving to literally like connect with them. And we do that with our managers, with any of our media people who are there that day, any guests that we have in practice, ADs, anything like that. Like we go around and connect with everyone in the gym, and it probably takes like a minute or two, and then we go out on the court. And we have done that for as long as I've been here. So I don't know how long that's been going on, but that's our like connecting before practice.
I love that. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
That is fun.
Like, can you give an example of what you would like say to someone? if
I
you're
literally
connecting?
personally just, if we were high-fiving, I'd be like, Shelby, and like
Okay.
smile. And then we're like a big mob of like chickens running around, like, and we're all doing the same thing, and we say each other's name. I think most people do names, but sometimes it gets so fast that like, if I high-fived you two persons ago, I'm like, 2 persons? Wow, 2 people ago. Please edit that out. I actually am like a grammar freak, like fanatic. Like I'm the person that will correct you if your grammar's poor, so that just gave me the ick. Okay, if you passed 2 people behind me and like sometimes it goes so fast, I'll be like Shelby to the two persons in front of me and you're back there because sometimes it goes too fast to like clock who's in front of me. But yeah.
That's so funny.
It's fun.
What's been your favorite like journaling topic prompt so
I
far?
love, we call it attitude of gratitude, which this is like a repeat. I love like gratitude journaling. I do that on my own as well. But that's definitely my favorite, regardless of the timing, like just being grateful for, it doesn't have to be sports related. So I think
How
that's really
long have
powerful.
you journaled?
Probably since I was about 13. Probably, and it's not consistent. I will say, I wish it was, but it's not consistent. Yeah. Do you journal?
I don't, but I did have a class in undergrad it was called The Good Friend. It was a 1 credit class. I needed 1 credit to like get over the like
Yeah.
eligibility limit. And so I took it, and our only assignments were journaling,
Wow.
like prompts, and you could literally write about anything you wanted. Just 1 was due every single day. And I feel like that was so fun. Just like a random thought, you would start writing, and then you just like wouldn't stop. And then before you know it, you were like a page in.
Yeah.
And like, oh, well, there's my assignment.
Yeah.
So maybe I should start back. But like, that was super fun.
No, that's cool. It's always interesting, like how much is actually in your brain when you try and get on a page. It's like, wow.
Have you found that like your sport life like balance has been better when you've like journaled more consistently?
I would say so. Yeah, I think it's like more like reprioritizing in your head and in your heart, like what is first. Because for me, like it's never volleyball at the top. So I think that's probably the best thing about journaling to me is like there's so much more than that to who I am and to what I want to do throughout my day and my life. So yeah, I think that's probably my favorite thing about journaling.
Do you do it before the day starts or after the day ends?
Usually after. Yeah, usually after.
Love that.
Yeah.
Maddie, it was so nice talking to you, getting to know you a little bit better, the inside scoop of UNC volleyball.
Yeah, it was so fun. I had a great time.
Well, thank you for watching.
Go Heels!